Take a look around the basement room you'll remodel, noting plumbing and heating runs or other obstructions that will require a drop-down soffit. For each soffit, you will need Armstrong locking angle pieces on the wall, ceiling, and at the outside corner of the soffit. You will also need QuikStix soffit tees to create the soffit structure. To estimate the number of locking angle pieces required, divide the length of the soffit by 12 and multiply by 3. For the soffit tees, divide the length of the soffit in feet by 1.3 to allow for framing to be installed every 16 inches on center. Add the vertical rise of the soffit to the horizontal run in feet. Multiply these numbers and divide by 10. Then round up to the nearest full piece. Additional pieces may be required. You will also need number 7 7/16" sharp point framing screws to secure the framing. You'll need a drill driver, aviation snips, ruler, pencil or marker, level, tape measure, spring clamps, and screws. Remember, safety is the highest priority when working on a do-it-yourself project. Quality work gloves and safety glasses are a must during this installation. Before you get started, check local building codes for direction on proper installation and permit requirements. And read installation instructions carefully every step of the way. Install your first run of locking angle along the wall at a height that will allow you to clear all obstructions. Be sure to allow for the thickness of drywall to be installed at the bottom of the soffit. Center a locking detail 8 inches from one end of the locking angle and use framing screws to secure the angle to the wall framing every 16 inches. Be sure to check that the locking angle is level. Attach another length of locking angle to the ceiling frame where the horizontal leg of the soffit is to end, located to allow for the thickness of the drywall. The installation process is the same as is used when attaching angle to the wall. Make sure that the locking details line up with the details on the locking angle attached to the wall, and that it is parallel to the wall. Add lengths of locking angle as required along the length of the soffit by butting factory edges together to maintain spacing of the locking details. Fabricating QuikStix soffit framing corners from straight soffit tees is a snap. Measure the horizontal and vertical length needed for each soffit piece, starting at the center of a knockout location in the soffit tee, and cut to length. Consider cutting them slightly longer than you require to allow for adjustments as you proceed with installation. Using snips, make 2 cuts in the knockout location and bend the soffit piece to the desired angle. Angles available are 15, 30, 45, 60, and 90 degrees as indicated by pre-cut angle holes. Line up holes on either side of the angle to achieve the desired angle and secure with a framing screw. Check the first soffit frame for the proper fit, then build remaining pieces. You will need 1 piece every 16 inches for half-inch drywall. Snap the soffit framing pieces into the locking details along the length of the locking angles at the desired locations. Repeat at both the wall and ceiling connections. Secure the connection points with framing screws. Install a length of locking angle to the outside corner of the soffit by inserting the soffit framing pieces into the locking details on the angle, and add framing screws to secure. Now it's time to run any necessary wiring through the soffit enclosures, or make any other preparations before covering the soffits with drywall. Fastener specifications and spacing should follow the drywall manufacturer's recommendations. Take time to carefully plan for your remodeling project for best results.